Alright guys, we're going back at it again. This is the Marvel Review Countdown, day 5 of 18 towards the Black Panther. This time, Captain America. This movie is quite fun to watch and very enjoyable in some aspects. Well, the characters are great to enjoy, and while this movie has a lot of things going for it, it lacks a serious amount of depth and just meaning, which is a shame because this movie had everything going for it to do so. Captain America's purity and goodness could have had a very good dynamic with the very depressing and cynical world that he lived in. But again, this movie just didn't do anything with it. The characters, while very enjoyable, didn't really have anything to do with the plotline as a whole. And the villain, while he was kind of one-noted, he had some interesting aspects to him, in which case they could have made him more inclined to being a embodiment of that very dark and depressing world. But with the epic climax between Red Skull and Captain America, their fight wasn't all that very interesting. It was quite meh, to be honest. And the relationship between Bucky and Steve, while I can understand why it was tragic for this character of Steve, emotionally, it didn't really hit me because we only saw Bucky in the beginning, and when we saw him again, he was killed soon after. I didn't really get a good vibe between Steve and Bucky, and this movie really failed in that department. Though one thing I can give it props was the relationship between Peggy and Steve. We felt the romance between them blossom, and it was quite tragic to see that it never really got to be anything that it could have been. And that's the one big plus this movie has. That ending was spectacular in my opinion, but the movie before it didn't really live up to it. Captain America himself was fine. He was a pretty good character, but what the movie had him do was questionable at best. And honestly, I just wanted this movie to be I didn't need this movie to be very thoughtful, but I wanted this movie to have a very interesting dynamic between Cap and his world, like I said before. And that's why I was watching this movie. That's what I was really waiting for, and I never got it. And the characters, while interesting again, just didn't really feel like very utilized. And man, this movie had a lot of things going for it, but it just didn't really live up to it. So in execution wise, this movie is a 5 out of 10. It's a tragedy that we got another 5, but anyways, with only 13 days left until Black Panther comes out, I'm gonna try to mix things up here, and you guys tell me how things go. But then again, I'm just a guy sitting by the lagoon, enjoying the view. Catch you later.